Hello children, today we are going to study a lesson of subject value education. As you know, India is a land of many saints. Okay, there are many saints in our country and many of them were from Maharashtra. So today we will discuss about one saint. His name was Sant Tukaram and this is chapter 9 of your book. So let us begin. Tukaram was born at Dehu, a village in Pune district of Maharashtra. He belonged to the farmers' clan. Tukaram had two brothers, one elder and one younger. His father was highly religious. He had a temple of Vithoba of his own. The family used to go on pilgrimage to Pandharpur twice in a year. That is on the 11th day of Ashadhi Ekadashi during June, July, and the 11th day of the month of Kartiki Ekadashi during October, November. These pilgrims were called Varkaris. His brothers were not interested in the family trade. Therefore, the family burden fell on Tukaram. Tukaram had two wives, Rukmabai and Jizabai. He managed the family affairs till he lost his parents. Now I'll tell you the meaning of some hard words like Ekadashi. It is the 11th day of the month. Varkari is the person who performs the Vari. But the loss of his parents came to him as a shock and he lost all interest in life. The debtors duped him and the creditors took advantage of his saintly nature. Even he was robbed by the gangsters. His wife Rukmabai and son died of hunger during famine. After these misfortunes, Tukaram left the village, meditated for 15 days without food or water. After the 15th day, he saw Lord Vithoba in his true form and attained self-realization. To help Tukaram's family, one of his admirers promised to send him grains in return for looking after his cornfields and driving away the birds from eating the corn. Now I'll tell you the hard words, the meaning of the hard words. It is debtors means a person who owes money. Duped is to deceive or to cheat. Famine is a widespread scarcity of food. And self-realization means complete fulfillment of the self. So further with the lesson, but Tukaram, instead of driving away the birds, allowed them to eat the corn. When the owner came to know this, he held Tukaram in front of the village headman and demanded promissory note for the sum of loss incurred because of his negligence. But lo, to everyone's surprise, the owner get double the quantity of grains after the harvest. The owner was overjoyed and sent the excess quantity to Tukaram. Tukaram distributed this to the poor. Once Tukaram was bringing a bundle of sugarcane to his house. On his way, he distributed all the sugar canes to the poor, and only one cane was left. As soon as he reached home, his wife threw that cane towards his back as she was very angry. The meaning of promissory note is a promise to pay, and negligence means failure to take care over something. These are the hard words of this page. Next, the sugar cane broke into two. Tukaram was very happy and smilingly addressed to his wife to take one piece and suck, and the other one he would suck. The sugar cane is automatically cut into two pieces. There was no sign of anger on his face. Tukaram, now sick of his life, devoted himself to God, bhajans and kirtans. One day, in his dream, Tukaram was initiated by a spiritual guru, Balaji. The guru gave him mantra, Ram Krishna Hari. Another day, Namdev, a great saint of Pandharpur, appeared in his vision and commanded Tukaram to complete the abhangs which he had left unfinished. Tukaram's abhangs are very famous in Marathi literature and he became very famous for his compositions. The meaning of spiritual means related to religion. And are the songs which are said in praise of God. Right? Next, now the people started regarding him as a great saint and flocked to listen to his kirtans and abhangs. The jealous people could not bear this, so they approached a learned Brahmin Ram Shastri. He pronounced that Tukaram, being a man of low caste, cannot compose poems which tried to explain the principles of Shrutis. Not only he stopped Tukaram from composing but also threw the bundle of his composed poems into the river Indrayani. Tukaram tried to explain that he was trying to spread bhakti through abhangs and this was a command received from Lord Panduranga. But all this fell into deaf ears. Now, Tukaram was extremely sad and sat on the banks of the river Indrayani and prayed without food and water for 13 days. Here, the meaning of fell into deaf ears is failed to be heard or to be ignored. Next, on the 13th day, to the amazement of everyone, the bundle of poems came floating by on the river, intact. Similarly, many miracles occurred in his life. Tukaram's name spread far and wide. Shivaji once went to attend the kirtans of Tukaram. He expressed his desire to be initiated by Tukaram. But Tukaram directed him to Swami Ramdas Samarth. Tukaram was very simple. He did not believe in high philosophy. According to him, the only way to attain God realization was to repeat God's name constantly. In one of his abhangs, he says, sit silent, compose your mind, and make it pure, and then happiness will follow. The meaning of word miracle is an unusual event that is thought to have been caused by God. Tukaram had a large circle of disciples and all were devoted to him and admired him. He passed away at the age of 41 singing abhangs. Tukaram was one of the greatest saints of Maharashtra, especially famous for abhangs. Here the meaning of disciple is pupil or followers. Right? Now, this is what we have to remember from this lesson. Namasmaran is the easy way to purify the mind and attain God. Here are the questions related to this lesson. You have to go through these questions and try to find the answers from this lesson, and also you can do this activity. Okay, it is very simple. So I take your leave. Goodbye for today. Thank you.